Alright, guys. Today's video is going to be about the update with hanami and stuff like that, the new update. Honestly, in my personal opinion, I don't think that the update was good for Hanami. I'm not saying that she was good beforehand, but they kind of just made her kind of bad. I mean, in the sense of like if you don't have everything pre-planned, it's kind of like you got to be like Batman. You got to have a pre like you got to like prep. Like if you want to like make any like the art especially useful now, you kind of have to like prep for it, which is just not a good change at all. They really kind of gutted it. Like I mean having I don't know, dude. And then they also like made the little rope that comes out of your front dash very bad. Like I swear it never brings anybody to it. And that doesn't like that should be able to like ragdoll them. Like, I mean, also look at that. Like, why isn't that a down slam? That should be a block breaker, no? I mean, it's kind of the whole point of the down slam. And it just does not work. And, like, I feel like they just did not cook with this. The flower field wasn't the best either, but it at least was useful. Like, I mean, look at that. It doesn't block break. The whole point of the down slam is so that way it block breaks. Since Hanami's just normal M1s don't block break. And then, like, you know, they kind of gutted that. Like like Hanami's the like moveset is good, but like in comparison to literally every other character in the game, it's bad. Watch. This is like the first time it's actually worked correctly for me. Every time it does, like I do that, it just does not fling them to it. What it does is flings them just complete opposite direction. I don't know if they made it so it tracks your where you're aiming instead of not where you're aiming, like instead of it going directly to the buds like it's supposed to, or what the bush is. Love that hitbox range. And it's also very ping reliant now. They made Hanami just bad, honestly. And that also, that right there is also a problem. Like, I don't know, dude. I don't think they cook with this. And now I'm getting teamed on. And look, it just completely misses. Why can it miss? Its whole purpose is to put them on the spikes. And maybe I'm just bad, but like I swear to God, they made Hanami just like garbage. Beforehand, she was at least fun. You could use like it would take the surging. Like also look at that. Like that doesn't guarantee one. Why? Why would they revert that? Why would they make it like that? And I feel like you like there's just no point in trying to use the other one because it just sucks. Like there's no point in using the surging one R variant because it doesn't do anything. You're never gonna land the R special variant because people can see when it's coming. If they made it so it's like it's not readable, then I feel like it'd be fine. But like that's not very quick, dude. And it's just like the kit is fine, but it's just in comparison to literally every other loadout in the game and anybody that's competent, Hanami is not winning. And maybe like people that play Hanami a lot will see this update as a good thing. I know there's a lot of competent Hanami players out there, but I'm just not one of them, dude. I just want to have fun with her. And also, like, the buds not canceling evasive is so stupid. I think that it should get rid of their evasive. Like, they actually just, like, gutted Hanami, in my opinion. They made all of her stuff bad. And they might have buffed the damage on them, but, like, they removed every other aspect of it that made it good. Buttshot, I'm pretty sure, used to, like, make it so they don't get evasive when you hit them with it while they have the bud in. That was good. That was good for Hanami because she could not do anything if they could evasive out of every single thing that she does. But they completely just removed that feature and replaced it with an even worse feature. Like, look, dude, that didn't even go towards it. Didn't even bother trying. It's like they actually just gutted Hanami. Like, I don't know what the developers were thinking. She was, like, I'm pretty sure Hanami is considered the worst character in the game. Like, she is so bad, and yet they just keep making her worse. And yet they buffed Nalia, even though he's considered one of the best. He's an S tier. He's an S tier person. Like, I don't know, dude. They just gutted Hanami to the ground. Like, they really just gutted her to the ground, which was uncalled for. She is so bad, and yet they just made her even worse than she was before. I know I'm repeating myself, but, like, I just can't help but express why I think this update sucks. They made it so the buds don't get rid of their evasive. They made it so, you know, you have to do this, and sometimes it doesn't even work. It's very finicky. And then, like, they made the M1s partially unblockable for some reason. Like, I don't know, like, why they thought that would be a good idea. I don't know what their thought process was, but they need to, like, work on themselves. Like, I mean, like, the only thing that really saves Hanami is her ultimate. Her ultimate is goated. Arguably probably one of the best. That's like, and her being an ult merchant is just not ideal. Somebody shouldn't have to rely on their ultimate that much. Like, there shouldn't be a character that sole purpose of the game is using her ultimate. You know how lame that is? I think that her second M1 should be a guaranteed block break. I think that they should revert the buds to how they originally were. And, like, these are all just changes that need to happen, otherwise Hanami is going to stay in F tier. Like, compared to Gojo, look at this. Look at this comboing. I mean, like, it's just irrefutable. Like, I mean, I don't know which developer worked on this, but they need to be fired, bro. Hanami is annoying, but that's it. She's just annoying. She's not OP. She's not, like, you know, broken in any way. She's literally garbage. Garbage. Like, look, I literally jumped and it didn't count that. And now I wasted a move. Like, they absolutely gutted Hanami, and, like, you cannot convince me that they didn't. Because they did. It's irrefutable evidence that they did, and they just said, we'll go with this. I don't know how people can say that they did not gut Hanami, that this was a good update for her. And I'm not even somebody that mains Hanami, and this is, like, my second time playing her. And beforehand she was not very good. She was not very easy to play. But you know what? That made her fun. Now she's just impossible to play if you want to kill anybody above two kills. Like, if you want to kill anybody above, like, you know, a freshie, then you're gonna have to, like, actually lock in and do the most obnoxious combo ever, which isn't true anymore for some reason. I don't know why they thought they would remove that. That would be, oh yeah, that was a 10,000 IQ play. Removing the one thing that made Hanami good. And, like, not even just good, possible to play. Tolerable to play. Now she's just insufferable. Like, I think that they gotta make the R special unreadable. They gotta revert the buds. They gotta, like, you know, make it so at least her M1 is guaranteed unblockable. Like, I'm trying my hardest to win this, and you can tell this guy's not good. And, like, I'm still losing somehow. Well, I'm winning, but I'm gonna probably start losing once he gets his hands on me, because now he's an M1 merchant, especially after this update. Yep, here it goes. And that's unblockable, I guess. Like, I mean, I'm sorry I'm not talking a whole lot. It's just like I have no word to describe how insufferable playing this character is now. And I want to like her. She's somebody that's very underrated. Anybody playing passive is just gonna get a free win on Hanami. Because she's just so bad. Watch, he's just gonna be able to evasive out of this. Oh wow, he didn't even need to, because it doesn't hit. That's so awesome. Like, this should bring to light that what content creators will not show you. Well, most content creators. They will just glaze the update and, like, play the character for, like, 5 minutes and then, like, log off of it because the character is so bad that it's just insufferable to play. Like, it's impossible to play her. You cannot convince me that this update was good for Hanami. It wasn't. Like, almost every other character in the entire game got some kind of nerf or buff, and yet Hanami is just receiving straight nerfs. Just straight gutting after gutting. For no reason, too. What did Hanami ever do to anybody? She's considered the worst character in the entire game. I'm gonna spin back on this guy. The only thing that saves Hanami at all is her ultimate. Which even then, that's pushing it. Of course. Like, there's characters like Hikari that need a desperate nerf and are just overlooked by the developers. Because, oh, they're the favorite. The big three can't be touched, otherwise, you know, the tryhards of the community are gonna get all salty. And what happened to them changing the color on that? Aren't they supposed to change that to make it accurate to, you know, Hikari? Because we actually get to see what his jackpot color is now. Just completely disregarding that now, apparently. Like, they could, it's like actually the easiest thing possible to do, yet they just aren't doing it. So they're, instead of, you know, spending time and doing that, they're instead nerfing Hanami and buffing Naoya again for the 10th time. And I'm somebody that plays Naoya. And I know that he needs a nerf, not a buff. He is like the biggest M1 merchant. Like, hands down. And him receiving just nothing but buffs is just crazy. Like, whoa, dude, what do I do against that? If every time somebody just presses the F key, I get cooked. Like, dude. Oh yeah, but you know, Ryu can have 3 M1s and still down slam perfectly fine. Isn't that awesome? You know, with a guy with like some of the most broken moves, which they finally nerfed they nerfed him somewhat. Only somewhat though. Like, they just need to buff Hanami again. They just have to, dude. If they don't, then Hanami's gonna go down to the F tier with every other character. Wow, see, like, even this guy knows, dude. It's so bad. It's so bad, dude. Like, there's just nothing I can do. If like, it's literally just a passive merchant now. Hanami beforehand was able to at least like interact with combat somewhat, like not to the best extent. Like, not to the greatest extent of all time, but like, you know, if you were playing like an aggressive Hanami, you could at least like, you know, stand a chance against somebody. Like, you have a chance as aggressive Hanami, like you used to have a chance as aggressive Hanami. Now, if you try and be aggressive, you're just gonna get punished into oblivion, and there's nothing you can do about it. When like there's characters like, you know, Megumi that can just do this. Hanami can't even do a simple combo. Oh, did I mention that everybody can see that little green thing on the floor? You know, the one thing that, you know, Hanami has that makes her even somewhat decent is visible to every player in the lobby. If these guys weren't so bad, I would actually just be losing every fight. Oh great, that's not red either. I love not having any red moves. Like, how does she have a better combo in her ultimate than she does in her base? You know, the thing that's designed to have a combo. Like, golly, this game has horrible balancing. Give myself a protective shield. Pop that up. Like, you gotta pre-plan every aspect of your fight before you even initiate it if you want to even win as hanami. And even then, you still will be at a big disadvantage because you know, a Mahito can do a full red combo while you're still stuck on the ground and there's nothing you can do about it. Oh, and also same with Yuji, Tadori, Gojo, Hikari, all of them. Oh yeah, that's so awesome, dude. Now, honestly, if I were to like fix the balancing, I think it's like super easy too. Just nerf the big three, which is, you know, Yuji, Hikari, and Gojo. Nerf them. And then I feel like this game would be in a better spot. Love that. Slight elevation sold my combo. Thank you, JJF Devs, because I totally wanted to fight up against a Hikari while I'm using the worst character in the game. Oh, and also, I love how that just does not activate the air variant. Isn't that just so cool? Maybe I'm just using hanami wrong, but like, I swear to God, there's actually just no right way to use hanami anymore. I'm pretty sure she didn't even get hyper armor on anything. Oh yeah, just overshot it. Oh darn. Should have expected that. Overshooting the combo. Oh, would you look at that? I get sold because they removed the blue hitboxes from hanami, so now anybody that just does a jump whenever I do that move is just automatically safe. This character is so bad. This character is so bad. Actually, it's just so bad. It's just so bad. Genuinely, what have they done to hanami? They have absolutely gutted hanami. The only reason she was good was because of the fact that she had blue hitboxes. And she had the ability to cancel evade, like she could stop people from using their evasive. That made her useful. They completely removed that. I've been saying that for the past like almost 25 minutes. That hanami is so bad because they removed the only features that made her good. They gutted her to the ground. They added new features and called it a day. They said, oh yeah, we're going to remove everything that made her good and add one new feature that makes her absolutely garbage. They removed, like, literally the only thing that made console playing her on console also bearable. Now you have to spam R special all the time, which isn't very fun for console because that means I can't do movement. Or if I want to, I can't do a move. I got to pick and choose when I want to do. I can't do both at the same time. Oh, and I love that. Now it can overshoot it by a mile. That's so fun. I love that. I love how these developers are so bad at their job that they can't even make one thing right for Hanami. She is the, like, early access character. She's one of the early access characters, and they're just completely forgetting about it. Oh no, Reggie can get some new moves that are really overpowered and really, really cool. He can now get items from his base kit. That's really, really cool. But do you see anybody using him in this lobby? I sure don't. You want to know why? Because nobody cares for the early access characters. Everybody just wants to use the same meta characters that have been in the game since the beginning that refuse to be nerfed because the developers suck at their job. You want to know how you can tell if a character is too broken? Is by its pick rate. If a character has too much pick rate, then that should mean that the character needs a nerf. Nerf the character. Maybe, like, change some stuff up. Rework them. Rework Yuji, Megumi, Gojo. Like, all of the, not really Hikari. I think Hikari's fine. They just need to nerf his damage and his cooldowns, and he's perfectly fine. But no. Not the other characters, no. They need complete reworks. Gojo is so, like, overpowered because of how ranged he is, and also he has the ability to teleport to somebody. So if you're trying to escape a dude that just, like, 100 comboed you, and is coming back to you again, there's nothing you can do. If you don't want to fight the guy, well, too bad. You're fighting him regardless. Like, they just keep gutting characters. And you know what's ironic? People say Charles is OP because it counteracts your 100 to 0 combo that you do every single time with Yuji Itadori. People hate on Charles because of the fact that he's the only counter to, like, 90% of the characters in the game. So they hate that. Yuji, like, the main, like, people that use Yuji, Gojo, and Hikari absolutely hate Charles. Any character that's no skill, people hate. Like, and not that. If people that main no skill hate characters that counteract that. And that does mean Charles is kind of no skilled. Like, I mean, he has the ability to, like, most of his abilities hit on, actually all of his abilities hit on ground. And you know what? That's a good counter to the no-skill people that main Yuji Itadori, who also has that ability, and also a counter that does a lot of damage and can counter nearly anything, like Charles. But no, I don't see people hating on that. No. They don't hate on him because you want to know why? Because it's the glorious King Yuji Itadori. Oh, he's the main character of JJK. Oh, please, lather me in honey. Why don't you? Like, it's just so abysmally bad how garbage this game is when it comes to its balancing, and yet people don't talk about it because they main them. They main Sukuna. They They main Yuji Itadori. They main Gojo. They main Hikari. And I keep mentioning their names because they're the most OP in the game. Now you could just use some slight changes, some slight damage decreasing, and he would be perfectly A-okay. But what isn't A-okay is the fact that all, like, the big three characters have the most broken kits in the game. Hikari having the most OP all in the game. Don't even try and argue with me because I know that it is, because it gives him really infinite HP. You could say that about Ryu, but at least Ryu's ultimate isn't, like, the most broken thing ever. It has counters. A lot of it. A lot of counters to Ryu's ultimate. Name one counter to Hikari's ultimate. And you can't say running because he can just catch up to you, and you can't say, stalling him because he can just anti-stall by spamming his abilities that have the biggest hitbox range of the century, and trying to escape him is nearly impossible, and you can't stall him because there's just no way to. You would know that if you had a Hikari that, like, targeted you across the entire game. I know this entire rant has been mostly me mumbling to myself and blabbering about nonsense, but, like, I just can't help but express how much I absolutely despise what they've done to Hanami, and I know that's the whole preface of this video, is why I think this game did Hanami so dirty. because they gutted her to the ground for no reason other than the fact that the developers just hate her because she's the only female character in the game, as far as I know. Let's take a look. Oh, do you see any female characters? Oh, no, but the one female character gets absolutely... Okay, no, never mind. Nope, nope, nope. Call my bluff, my bad. There's 3 female characters and 2 of them are OP, so that way the 3rd female character isn't going to be OP. They're going to be garbage. Like, if they would have gutted the ultimate, I think that would have been fine. Like, if they would have gutted the ultimate, I would have been like, okay, fine. I mean, it's not the smartest decision, but you know, I can work with that. The ultimate not being good anymore. Oh well, boo hoo. I just won't use the ultimate. That's not the main part of the moveset anyway. The main part of the moveset that everybody wants is the base kit because that's the main kit that everybody's going to be using. I mean, I'm sorry for all the ranting and it's just mumbo jumbo that I've been speaking. I know it's been nonsensical, but I can't help it, dude. I can't help but talk about my feelings, and especially whenever I get into the mood, I absolutely just I can't help but express that I hate this game's balancing, and I really wish these developers would retire and TZE would hand it off to somebody that's actually good at developing a game. I mean I know a lot of people are not going to like this opinion, but hand it off to Santino. He made TSP good, even though he doesn't really update the game all that much anymore. The only problem, like the thing that why he doesn't update anymore is probably because he just does not care for the game anymore. It's high quality. It's got I mean, I'm pretty sure also the developers are just not doing their job either. I don't think it's just Santino's fault. I think the developers are just lazy. Oh, wow, I can't wait to get 100 to 0 comboed by UG because, you know, he just has that. Oh, look at that. Oh, would you look at that? My thing just does not work. Awesome. I love how I prep for something. You know, that's the only thing I can do. And it doesn't even work. And he could just jump over it. They could just jump over it. I'm ending the video here. I'm just saying they need to nerf characters. They need to buff hanami. They need to outright remove Locust Guy. I know this is I mean, I know that they said they probably will. Remove Locust Guy. Remove this game. This game is just so bad, dude. It's balancing so bad. Nerf UG, nerf Gojo, nerf Hakari. Buff hanami again, dude. Anyway, I'm ending the video here. I absolutely hate what they've done to hanami, and you know, this rant is just something to get my mind off.